What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an all my love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are third during group three, which was formerly known as week three, but since we're off schedule, I'm just changing everybody to groups. Okay, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started on your reading. You guys know how these go. Okay. We've got one from the top, which is where your energy is right now, Aquarius. One on the bottom for the energy of the situation and or person, and then one energetically from the middle. If I can get to the actual one that I've got my eyes on for you guys. Okay, the last one energetically from the middle is regarding the energy between you and the situation and or person. Okay, so let's see what you guys have, Aquarius. There's detachment for your energy. Okay, for the energy of the situation and or person, release. Okay, and then the energy between both you and the situation and or person is forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness came out in the same place as Sagittarius's all my love reading. So you could either be dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your birth chart. It doesn't have to be a person, it's just an honorable mention. Okay, so take that as you will. All right. So with this being said, I feel as though now we haven't, gotten into, the meanings that are on the card, but automatically with detachment, it could be you, and with release being also here, it could be a sense of kind of, as they say, let go and let God type situation. Okay. So detachment is here. Okay. Detachment says you are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. Okay. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. Detachment. Okay. So, like I said, letting go and letting God. Okay. Pretty much removing whatever is not serving you, like it stated. Okay, point blank, period. It could be um, dealing with someone in your past, which we've briefly talked about on my channel with these readings. Basically, it's almost like torturing yourself to keep dealing with someone who only brought negative vibes to you. Okay, because if it's not serving your highest good, it shouldn't be around you. Okay, you should have nothing but positive energy around you and learn from those lessons, and don't carry them over into another relationship. Okay, learn to release it. Okay, if you are in the midst of a separation from someone, or getting over someone, please make sure you release that toxic energy. Don't pass it on to the next. Okay, forgive yourself and then forgive that person. Okay, because you never know, they could have been acting out of a toxic toxicity from a previous relationship before you. Okay, so there's always a reason to everything. I'm not justifying what that person did, I'm just saying there's always a place that it stems from. Okay, hurt people hurt people. Okay, now release is the situation and or person energy. Okay, release says you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Okay, you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Again, let go and let God. Okay, so it is what it is. What happened is what happened. You learn from it, you grow from it. Don't jump in too quickly into connecting with someone else. Okay, give yourself a break. Give yourself time to breathe and get to know yourself during this time of healing. Okay, and then reinvent yourself. learn who you are as a person from this, okay? And get whatever lessons were needed from it, okay? Now, again, if you were dealing with Sagittarius, it could have been a situation where you needed to let that person go or let go of things that were kind of hindering you from opening up to that person because of something in the past, okay? Um, Again, that's not for all of you, Aquarius, that's only for a few. Let's go ahead and get into this overall energy here of forgiveness. Like I said, was at the same placement as Sagittarius, okay? It says forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts, okay? You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts, okay? Forgive the past as it happened for a reason, okay? Sometimes in situations where you're connecting with someone new after a, past hurt, bad relationship, bad breakup, like I said, you kind of learn from it in the sense of learning how to look for the red flags. If you see that history repeats itself, it's probably because you have not learned a lesson or paid attention to the flags that were, from the last situation and that are reoccurring in something new, okay? So, and it could be on your end, Aquarius, okay? It could have been something that you did, not, purposely, but, subconsciously, not really realizing that you were doing it unsubconsciously. Now, so forgiving yourself for that and learning from it and saying, hey, I'm repeating that same behavior that I did in that previous relationship. I need to detach from that previous relationship, stop going back to it, comparing this person to that person. They need a clean slate. I need to release what was debilitating me in that previous relationship based off of your own actions, and forgive the situation from the past so that way you can reinvent the new relationship, okay? Because it could be something that could be very fulfilling for you, okay? As long as you don't repeat history, okay? So let's get into your island time wellness with what your sign is focused on, what the Aquarius collective is focused on. I'm just going to do some light shuffling. I'm not even going to do a hard shuffle on these. I just feel like a light shuffle is needed, okay? I shuffled before your reading. Nothing really stood out while I was shuffling. But again, it may not be you that's focusing right now. It could be whoever you're dealing with is focusing on certain behaviors of yours, and it may not even be in a situation of really solidifying the relationship. It could just be kind of in a dating phase type vibe, okay? I am going to cut by threes though. And then we're going to go ahead and pick one from the top and one from the bottom. Okay, you can take both of these messages for yourself, or you can give them to the situation, or one of each. Let's see what you have, Aquarius. The snake, okay? The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, okay? Now, again, like I said, I felt the energy of, again, Aquarius, something that is repeated behavior, okay? It could be repeated behavior in the sense of you self-sabotaging in a way, okay? As far as, because I'm feeling a strong connection to competition, okay? And malicious, okay? Competition and malicious. Malicious in the sense of what possibly transpired in the previous relationship, okay? Possibly getting back at someone and being kind of petty, okay? Maliciously being petty. As far as competition, it could be a sense of you trying to determine whether or not, or someone else trying to determine whether or not if they should continue trying to kind of aid in this relationship in the sense of keep giving to it. Okay, it's either you or someone else. Okay, but I'm getting this trying to make someone jealous type vibe, and that might be something that you did in the past. Okay, either you or someone else. Okay, that's the vibe. Again, take what resonates and pass the rest. If you didn't, please don't leave it up in the comments. I really don't have time for it today. Okay, please don't come at me. Um, so let's get into the second message. Okay, it says boat. Okay, boat. The boat says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay, now if you are trying to move on, which the boat kind of signifies to me, the Six of Swords. Okay, air energy, of course, which is between you, Gemini, and Libra. Okay, if any of those signs ring a bell to you, they are honorable mention if one of those are the sign that you dealt with in the past. Okay, that you are possibly trying to move on from. Okay, right now you're getting what you need because you are detaching and releasing whatever was transpiring in the past. Again, be mindful if you are jumping into something just because it is going to irritate someone else. Okay, do not use someone else as an innocent bystander because you are sitting up here trying to make somebody jealous. It is very disgusting. I don't like when people do that. Okay, because it's not necessary. Okay, let's be mature people here. Okay, point blank, period. This is what my channel is for. You have to become a better and bigger person. Okay, there's what do you really get from being that particular type of person, of trying to make someone envious because you're dealing with someone else. Okay, because if that be the case, then that means you still have feelings for that person. Okay, and that's not fair to the person that you're currently with because you're just using them. Now, if they are aware that that's what you're doing and they're just willing to play along with it, that's still kind of petty and immature in my opinion, only because of the fact that when someone is willing to assist in something like that and they see that you are that petty, that makes you look immature to them, and then you don't end up going steady. Okay, had to rhyme it. It is just plain out truth and facts. Okay, so move on from the pettiness and go towards what it is that you need, which is a mature relationship with someone who doesn't do things maliciously. Okay, now again, if it's not you, Aquarius, it's the person whoever you dealt with before. Okay, and you have to be mindful of someone like that. All right, hopefully it doesn't get into a point where you have to, bring authorities in of some sort to get this person up out of your face. Okay, they should be able to be a grown individual. Okay, and that's what you needed to get away from. You needed to release. Forgive them. Again, it probably is something that has transpired in their life previously. They could have bared witness to it and maybe grew up around it, and unfortunately it's something that has become part of their makeup. So again, everything stems from something. I'm not trying to justify it, just saying that could be the situation. Now, we're going to get into these romance angels so we can wrap up your reading to see what the outcome of the energy is. Doing a light shuffle, and then we're going to go hard shuffle on these, okay? To see what the outcome is. It's crazy energy, Aquarius. And it took me a minute to get into y'all's reading. Sitting in the energy for quite some time, and if you've watched my readings long enough, you know I don't really deal with third-party drama. I'm not here to, blast anybody for what they do. I'm just not that kind of person. I've been there, done that. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm a saint, because I'm not. But I can say what I don't like when I've already, had that experience myself, and it does not feel good. Okay, I like dealing with one person and one person only. Call me a hopeless romantic, but when I'm invested in someone in a sense of knowing that I can get something that is a beautiful thing, is what I need and is what they need, then I'm going to invest my time and my energy, my empathy towards building something nice with someone, whether it be a friendship or a relationship. I don't like having multiple people around that I'm making them unconsciously aware that they're competing for my heart. My heart is my pride and joy. I value myself. And I think people should learn how to do that more often, and then maybe they wouldn't have such headaches and dealing with drama if they did that. Just saying. Now, let's go ahead and get into the rest of your reading. One on the top and one directly from the bottom. Again, take these both for yourself towards the situation or one apiece. Okay. To start, we have unrequited love. Okay. Unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. Again, just dealing with somebody just to, again, if it's a situation that these people know each other, they're friends, and you're literally starting a war between the two of them. So not only are you, there's so many multiple triangles with this. If you're dealing with two people who are friends, you're then going to make two friends stop dealing with each other, on top of making someone else jealous who could cause or could become a little bit stalkerish. Okay, so then you have a stalker. Now, I'm just saying, okay, this may not happen, but I'm just saying this is a possibility. Okay, this is hypothetical. Okay, then you have another person who is just, again, an innocent bystander, who is then left with a traumatic experience that is toxic as hell, and is probably going to end up taking this on to someone else. And then that causes mistrust in the next person that tries to get with them, all because you were trying to make somebody jealous. Okay, stop. Okay, it's too many triangles, and karma is a bitch. Okay, I'm just saying, and she don't give a shit. Okay, so can you please not do that? Okay, if there's any way for you to stop it, do it before it starts. Okay, move away from the scandalous. Okay, the scandalousness, whatever you want to call it, the snake. Okay, you get on your boat and move on with the next person. Okay, next is release your ex. I be goddamn. Okay, release your ex. This is a problem. And if you keep on going back in because they keep on saying, oh, I'm sorry, if it was on them, oh, I'm sorry, this, it won't happen again, da 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 da. You keep on forgiving, releasing, letting go, and then you get back. Exactly. So with this unrequited love, it needs to stop. It says the time has come to clear your energy. Now, if you've already gotten rid of the ex, you need to take some time to yourself and actually release them. Because again, whatever happened in that relationship, if it was a bunch of malicious behavior that was going on while you were dealing with them, they need to go. That energy has to release itself. You have to be able to trust yourself and trust your intuition and trust the next person in the sense of open trust until it is broken. Okay, that means giving them a clear slate. Okay, to then determine whether or not if they meet your standards in the sense of what is most important to you in a relationship. Trust, honesty, integrity, those things possibly mean a lot to you. And this is vice versa. If you are the one who is the main one asking someone to forgive them and constantly going back and forth, you need to stop it. You're not really into this person. I have been a part of on and off energy, and it is very draining and very taxing, because when you put 100% love into someone because you genuinely love them, and then you constantly keep going on an on and off phase because they're cheating and you want to forgive them because you Again, it could be some light insecurities within yourself, thinking that they're the best that you can possibly do, and you don't want to have to go and start all over again with someone else. I have been there, I have done that, and that's what dating is, unfortunately. You take those lessons, you learn from them, you learn not to give too much, you learn to, hold back your energy until that person earns it. And once they earn it, then you go ahead and you open up a little bit more. But until that happens, detach the old, let in the new until the new tells you otherwise, okay? But you need to get rid of your ex. You need to stop chasing after your ex because there's not enough chemistry to hold it, okay? It's totally understandable to, especially when there's intimacy involved and you don't want to have to go out here and reconnect with someone else. But that's what dating is. That is what happens. How many times are you going to let yourself continuously let your heart get broken because somebody keeps stepping on it? You have to release your ex. There is nothing there. There is nothing there. Okay? So, with that being said, Aquarius, that's really all that I have for y'all today. Y'all again are in group 3. It's going to be a minute before I see y'all again unless I pull energy shout out or something like that for y'all. And I'm working on a little something else too. So, hold your ground as much as you possibly can. Look at some of your previous readings. There are plenty of them on my playlist. Okay. So until then, peace.